Thank you for your testimony, Elva Mendoza.
Good morning. I am Elva Mendoza. I am here representing myself against SB10. I understand the perspective that children are calling out for moral clarity, but thinking that a poster on a wall will automatically solve our youth's problems is, to put it kindly, wishful thinking. Children are indeed struggling with self-harm, depression, and gun violence, but not because they're coveting one another's cattle. The Ten Commandments doesn't address things like vaping and cyberbullying. In fact, it doesn't even address treating others kindly and with respect, other than that we honor our parents. If you're worried about children, instead of pouring billions of dollars into vouchers for private schools, which ironically will not be forced to put the Ten Commandments on every single classroom wall, how about we use that money to ensure we have enough counselors for our schools? And since lawmakers insist on forcing women to give birth, shouldn't you provide free parenting classes and access to high-quality childcare? I think it's interesting, the constitutional lawyer who spoke earlier doesn't want to mandate the Constitution in classes, but a religious document. And I take issue with self-proclaimed scholars who tell us we should mandate the Ten Commandments in all public school classrooms because they were allowed in schools and school books for over 200 years before Stone versus Graham. As someone mentioned earlier, enslaved humans were also allowed for over 200 years. Slavery was part of our history and tradition and foundational to our nation's development. Men raping their own wives was part of our history and traditions. I'm not saying forcing the Ten Commandments into schools is on par with those evils, but what I'm saying is that just because something used to be the norm doesn't mean that we should do it now, and it doesn't mean it's right. Now that we know better, we do better. And now we know that every Texan has a right to practice their religion free of interference from the government. We know parents and faith leaders, not you, should be guiding religious instruction of our children. Every student, teacher, and administrator, including Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, and others, have the right to go about their school day without being reminded that the Texas government clearly prefers one religion over all others, and it's not theirs. Please reject this harmful and ineffectual bill.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Members, any questions for this panel? All right. Thank you all for being here.